Sorry, Patrick, go ahead.
Sorry. You spoke to a lot. You spoke to us a lot this spring, and you talked so much, Sam, about your new approach at the plate and patience, et cetera. But you also said you were waiting for that first homer. You got it today. Can you take us through it? What did you hit? What was the approach, et cetera?
Yeah, so it was a curveball, 1-2 count, the runner on third, less than 2 outs. I was basically trying to just hit something on the barrel and get it elevated. And, he made a couple good pitches, and I hadn't faced this guy before, so he threw a curveball, and he just happened to leave it slightly up. I mean, it might have been a little bit down, like below the zone, but it was high enough for me to get some barrel on it. And I didn't think it was gone off the bat, but it carried just far enough and snuck over the fence. So it feels good to get that first one out of the way. And I think the key for me is to stay where I'm at and not let that one get to me, and start trying to hit more. Because they always come when you're not expecting them, when you're not trying to hit them.
Hey, you mentioned to all of us before that your swing, as big and powerful as you are, 75% of your full swing, you hit the ball squarely, it's going to go out of the park. Is that the approach you took on this particular swing? Just, barrel of the bat on the ball, and follow through nicely and let it take care of itself?
Sure, yeah. I don't know if I could put a number on the percentage of the effort, but certainly wasn't 100% effort. 2 strikes, you kind of shorten up and you kind of look in a smaller zone. And, talking with Charlie a lot, he says this a lot, that, you don't realize it, but a lot of the damage you do as a hitter comes with 2 strikes, and that's because you simplify things and you don't try and hammer the ball, and you just try and look for the barrel and look for a pitch in your zone. And that's what happened right there. And, you hit it on the barrel, it's going to go, because the pitchers supply the power. And like you said, I'm big enough and strong enough to be able to, if I touch it, it can go if I hit it in the right spot of the bat. So I'm going to kind of just try and stay there and maybe take that approach into the rest of my bat, and not just with 2 strikes.
Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
All righty, Bill Lansing, go ahead.
Was it to play behind Josh Gray? How good was he today?
Yeah, John looked really good today. I thought he was doing a really good job mixing pitches. I think his off speed looked really well, looked really good. And, I don't think his fastball is coming out quite as hot as it was the other day against the Rangers. I know he's got more in the tank, but I love playing behind John, man. He pounds the zone, and he's got great tempo up there. And, you're always on your toes as a fielder, thinking the ball's going to be, coming at you, or he's either going to strike people out or put it in the zone. So you just got to be ready, and I love playing behind him.
Thank you.
And we'll throw it back to Patrick.
Sam, a question I don't believe I've asked you this spring. How would you assess the Rockies outfield defense in the various aspects, with Tapp in left, you and Garrett in the center, you and Charlie in right, whoever else fills out the outfield? What do you think about the athleticism and the other aspects of this outfield defense for the Rockies?
I think we are a really good defensive outfield. I think Tapia is a center fielder playing left. He can go get him with the best of them. He can make sick plays. He's got a great arm. You mentioned Hampson. He's a natural infielder, but he can go get him with the best of them as well in center, and he can play anywhere. And Charlie used to play center too. He's still a great outfielder, and he's going to go out there and make great plays and get great reads and be a great leader out there. So, I feel good about my defense too, and I just think that whoever's out there, I trust, and I think everybody in the ballpark on our team feels the same way.
Experience that you have now, that Garrett has, Tapia, well, Charlie, of course, at Coors Field, making those adjustments, that's got to be a bonus with one more year under your belt, I would imagine.
Absolutely. Yeah, the first time coming in, I know we've talked about it, it was a huge adjustment. It was tough. You don't realize it till you get there. It's very difficult to cover all that ground, and you just got to be ready for the weird things that the ball's getting ready to do. For some reason, it just kind of moves around in a different way. So, with, like you said, with another year under my belt, and for me and Hamp and Tap, obviously with a lot more time than me, I think we're all feeling good, and there's no more surprises at this point. We know what to expect, and we're going to be ready.
I have just one more for you. I don't know how tight you and Brendan Rodgers are, but I know you've crossed paths at various levels. He's out for at least a month with the hammy. Did you get a chance to talk to him, say anything to him, or if not, what are your feelings about, him having to delay his season? He was playing so well.
Yeah, me and B-Rod are very tight. We were roommates together in Grand Junction, and we've been real close all the way up. And it just it's really unfortunate because, like you said, he was raking, he was putting really good at bats together, and the ball is just jumping off his bat, and you just feel really bad for him because he takes care of his body like crazy. He does all the right things. He's really, really matured, since he got drafted in terms of how to take care of yourself off the field, and I really got to say he does everything the right way. And so to see someone go about their work that way and something still happen to them like that is just hard to watch, but at least it's not too bad. It'll be a month, and it won't be too long after opening day for him to get back. And I know he's going to be a really big help to the team when he's locked in. There's nobody better. So it's a shame, but he'll be back soon.
Thank you, Sam.
All right, looks like that's all we got today. Thanks for your time, Sam.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks, guys.